Now, you must understand, you may possess the powers of a Reaper, but unlike us, you are purely a physical being. You may use the Reaper realm to pass from one world to the next. However, if you choose to do so, then you must do so either in your spiritual form, which no other living being can see unless they themselves are a Reaper or a spirit, something that resides outside of the physical realm. Or you must do so with your body, in which case you will emerge as yourself and be subject to the rule of that realm.
Wait a sec. What do you mean, subject to the rule of that realm?
It's quite simple, he replied. For example, if you decide to travel to hell, then you are subject to the laws that abide hell. The primary one you'd probably want to worry about is that no living soul can travel outside of hell, not without a great deal of power, more so than you could imagine. Us Reapers are unaffected. We are neither living nor dead. We are not souls or spirits, and thus, even if we die, unlike you living beings who simply pass on to another state of existence, going back to the stream of souls, or being dragged to one of the other realms, we Reapers simply cease to exist because we are not living nor dead. We have no souls. Our souls are us. Our entire being is spiritual. We may manifest, yes, but this is only temporary, something that we have the power to do for short amounts of time. You, on the other hand, are a living spirit, regardless of whether you traveled to hell in soul form, or whether you brought your body along for the ride. Hell would grasp hold of you from the moment you step foot in it. It would refuse to allow you exit. You would be bound there until such time as your soul was consumed by it, or you gain the power to escape somehow.
Wait a second. Escape from hell? Is that even possible?
Yes, it is possible. However, it has only ever been done once, possibly twice, depending on who you ask. The details are unclear. All that we know is that the ruler of the sixth layer of hell, residing within the Iron Palace, ever standing grudge against the individual who stole from him the power to leave hell.
Okay, now that sounds utterly terrifying. Oh, before I start running off to travel to other realms, I should probably check the guidelines for how it works there, right?
Correct. That would be wise.
Okay, Mr. Reaper. So, what's next on the list? What else can I do? It's a little strange to be learning about all my werewolf abilities here, but wherever works.
You are mistaken.
Again with the mistaken thing. What do you mean? What am I mistaken about?
These abilities are not your woven abilities. They are a part of you, yes. However, they are not derived from your woven state, nor that power of a bestial nature that resides within you. These are things of the physical realm, powers possessed by the living. They are entirely different from your Reaper abilities.
Whoa, wait just a second. Telling me that these aren't my Wolven abilities, that I still have those, they're just separate?
Precisely. Your Reaper abilities and your abilities as a wolf are separate, each to their own. I do not know of your Wolven power. The only one I would surmise does know would be Salvera Reaper himself. I am simply a guide to your Reaper abilities, the ones passed by the Reaper King.
Okay, so Reaper power number 2.
Yes. Next, you have your perceptual abilities. As you are infused with the essence of a Reaper, you are able to see the realm of Reapers, to see the world as we see the world. You may gaze upon the souls of others and see the essence of their life, the candle of their existence, as well as being able to see and perceive other Reapers.
Yeah, that much I got already. What about that gray film that I saw over an old woman?
I do not know the woman you speak of, but the gray film sounds familiar. She must have been shrouded.
Shrouded?
Yes, it is something that occurs within the realm of death. It is what happens when your death has been written, when you are destined to die very soon. When this happens, the Reaper covers your existence in a shroud. This allows us to collect the energies that your fading existence produces. It is also a telltale sign that there is no question about their fate been written.
What do you mean it's been written? What do you mean? That doesn't make any sense. Come on, just try. Try to make a little sense.
Mortals are so frustrating,
he said as he briefly paused, walking for a moment. For the first time, turning around to face me just a little bit over his shoulder, that one green eye peering out at me.
This is a different part of your Reaper abilities, but as it affects this specific power as well, I shall explain. We Reapers do not arbitrarily decide when you live and when you die. Fate has many strings. When a Reaper possesses your candle, they are able to see the strings of fate that attach to it. There are countless strings in the tapestry of fate. Every person you meet, every action you take, the will of the universe itself, the choices made by others as well as you, all of these things act as individual strings, weaving over one another endlessly. This creates the tapestry of life, of destiny. For the most part, it seems chaos, but even within the most chaotic existence, patterns will emerge, structures within the chaos, things that make specific events unavoidable. There is a range of possibility for anything. All events that you have ever experienced were within this range. Just as you experienced it one way, it could have just as easily gone another. For example, do you remember when you were a child, Victor? You had a ball, a bright yellow ball, one that your mother gave to you to play with. It was one of your favorites. You would play with it quite often, Victor. Do you recall it?
It was at that moment that I just got creeped the hell out. This guy's just been sitting back, watching my entire life, my entire childhood, everything leading up to this moment. How much does he know? Is the only thing that could really cross my mind.